Hey guys, it's your girl Wandika, originally from Jamaica, and I want to show you 4 books that I've made recently. So let's start first with the Once Upon a Time journal, and then I'll look at the Dream journal. And this was made from an old book with 2 signatures, and I did some Mod Podge on the cover. I kept this page because I thought it was really interesting. Thanks for May 26, 1952. Not sure what had happened then, but I thought it had a personality to the book. And I had this page with frogs, so I knew this was part of the reason why I knew I was going to do Once Upon a Time. And I found those illustrations about the frog prince. I had that pumpkin stamp, and I knew I was going to put Cinderella in there. And I kept all of the illustrations from the book. This I got from Pinterest. And that's a quote I got from Pinterest. A lot of the illustrations I got from Pinterest, except for the ones in the book. And it's from the Grimm's Fairytale or the Disney images. So did some stamping, and as I said, I kept some pages like this, like showing the family tree for Julius Caesar. I think that's Rapunzel and Alice in Wonderland. And I had this girl stamp, so I thought that would work. Not sure of that one, but it also fit in. Once again, the Frog Prince. So very, very simple. If you know my aesthetic, you know I'm somebody who's very minimal. I like a lot of space to write, not too overpowering. Here and there, some little bits of inspiration. And I'm so glad I found this portrait. Another humorous illustration from the original book. And of course, fairies had to be here, even though I reserved a lot of the fairies for the other book. Yeah, so not a lot of tuck spots, but I did think it was good to put in this envelope. Another fairy. They just add something to, the whimsy of this kind of journal. And of course, handmade stamp. I'm not sure how I'll use these, but I kept them. And I added some glitter on it, fairy dust. Part of the reason I even made this one is that I had some leftover fairy pictures. And this was an old book that I had remodeled, and I went back in and did something new with it. So I'm going to fix the spine. I decided to reserve a lot of the sleeping images for this book. Like Sleeping Beauty. I think there she is, Sleeping Beauty. I think that's from the Swan Princess. I'm not sure which fairy tale that is. But these are a lot of leftovers. Snow White, obviously. So, and I also like that some of these pages that I previously tea-dyed and they ran because they had blue lines. Here we have the blue tinted pages again. It just adds something extra, I think, to this kind of journal. And I found this black monarch, and I was so happy to find it. I'm not sure what that is. Now this was a poetry book, and I love the illustrations in the book, and I've used it in other journals, but for the shell of this book I decided to just convert it into a writing journal and just had very, very small stamping because I didn't want to overpower it. I just wanted it to be a writing kind of memory log kind of journal. This journal was supposed to be my daily journal. I just haven't used it. I even created a new journal to start using. I haven't done that yet, but this I really like how thick it is, and I have like the double pockets here, always wanting somewhere to tuck stuff. The first section is mostly just writing, not a lot of embellishment. I got this idea from a YouTuber, I don't know where, to use Velcro on your envelopes, and I thought I was so inspired. So this one I think has a lot more embellishment than the other two journals, the other three journals I showed you. But still not too much because a lot of space for writing, and I use the doilies a lot for pockets. So very straightforward, lots of tuck spots but not too overpowering. I'm not even the type who normally uses a lot of doily, but I had got some at Michael's and I just used up all of them in this book.